This workout is a blend of Pilates exercises and yoga postures. Fusing the movements of these two mind-body formats will leave you with a stronger core and increased mobility. By incorporating breath work, you will feel energized throughout your day. Let's get started. Let's start with some breath work. Let's go ahead and inhale those arms up, palms together, hands to heart center. One more time. This next time, we're going to inhale to reach, lengthen, exhale into chair. Inhale to reach, and then exhale to chair. 2 more times. Now we're going to inhale to reach, lengthen, exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Again, inhale to reach, exhale, swan dive, forward fold. One more time. Let's stand at the tops of our mats into a half sun salutation. Inhale to reach, exhale to chair. Inhale to reach, exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, deepen your fold. Again, inhale to reach, lengthen. Exhale to chair. Inhale to reach. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, heart lifts, gaze forward. Exhale, deepen your fold. Inhale to reach, and then exhale down into mountain. On to our warrior series. Let's go ahead and stand at the tops of our mats with our feet hip bone distance apart. We're going to step back with that right foot. Bend the left knee. That left knee should be in line with that left ankle. Hips are square to the opposite side of the room. Hands can either be in prayer or arms extended up toward the sky, shoulders relaxed. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale, open up the arms, sink a little deeper into those hips, reaching those arms in opposite directions, warrior 2. Shoulders stay relaxed, bringing your gaze past that left middle finger. Last 2 breaths. Let's go ahead and bring those palms facing out. Straighten both legs. Maybe narrow that stance a little bit. Take an inhale here. Exhale, shift slightly forward. And then tilt into triangle. From here, we're going to bring that right hand to meet the left hand. And move into reverse triangle. Really reaching that left arm up towards the sky. Both legs stay straight. 2 more breaths here. Let's bring that left hand to meet the right hand. We're going to come back to standing. We're going to pivot that left foot in so that we're slightly pigeon-toed. Toes internally rotated. Let's roll those shoulders back and down a couple of times. Interlace your grip behind your back. Take an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. While you're here, just relax the neck and the head. Nod the head yes, nod the head no. And then back to yes. Let's go ahead and release our grip and bring our hands to the floor. With each breath, you're going to bring your head a little closer towards your mat. 2 more breaths here. You're going to walk your hands back to the tops of your mats. Coming back to that lunge position. From here, you're going to hop that left foot back, plank. Bring the knees to the floor. Come on down into, inhale to a cobra. Roll the toes under, downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and pedal those heels right and left, to warm up the backs of the calves, pressing firmly through the palms of the hands. Now press both heels towards your mats. Lift those hips up even higher towards the sky. This time you're going to inhale that right leg high to the sky. Bring it in between your hands at the tops of your mat. Let's hop that left foot in and go into warrior one on the other side. So that right knee should be in line with that right ankle. That left foot is at a 45-degree angle. Your hands can either stay in prayer or arms extended up towards the sky. Let's hold for 2 breaths here. On your next inhale, let's open up the arms, sink a little deeper into those hips. Warrior two. Now looking past the fingers of that right hand, that right middle finger. Shoulders stay relaxed. Let's hold for 2 more breaths here. We'll bring those palms facing out, preparing for triangle. Straighten out both legs, maybe narrowing that stance a little bit. Take an inhale, exhale, shift a little bit forward. Teeter-totter those arms into triangle. Now really reaching the left fingertips up towards the sky. 2 more breaths here. Let's go ahead and bring that left hand to meet the right hand to prepare for twisting triangle. So now reaching that right arm up towards the sky. Take 2 breaths here. Let's go ahead and bring that right hand to meet the left hand. We're going to pivot that left foot so that the heel is facing up towards the sky. Coming back to that lunge position. Take an inhale. Exhale, let's hop that left foot to meet the right foot in a forward fold. Inhale to reach, lengthen. Let's connect the thumbs. Reach the fingertips up towards the sky and come into a wide back bend here. Inhale back to center. Relax those arms down by your side. Roll those shoulders back and down. And then we'll move into a balanced position. Tree pose. So let's go ahead and bring all 4 corners of that right foot onto your mat. The left toes can either be resting on the floor, or it can be on the inside of your calf, or the inside of your thigh. You choose what works best for you. Let's start off by bringing our hands in prayer. Once you've found your balance there, then go ahead and reach those arms up towards the sky. If you'd like to challenge your balance, go ahead and sway the branches of your tree. Let's go ahead and bring the palms back together and slowly bring the hands, the thumbs back to heart center. Release the arms down by your side and your foot. Now preparing for a tree on the other side. All right, let's go ahead and bring all 4 corners of that left foot onto your mat. Picking the tree of your choice with the toes resting on the inside of the calf or the inside of the thigh. You choose. Starting off with the hands in prayer. Find that focus. Find that balance. If you're good there, inhale, both arms up. Shoulders stay relaxed. And if you'd like to challenge your balance a little bit, sway the branches of your tree. Bring the palms together, hands back to heart center. Release the arms down by your side. Release your foot. All right, we're going to make our way onto our mat. So let's take an inhale to sweep those arms up, reach and lengthen. Exhale, dive forward. It's like you're rounding over a big beach ball, finding the floor with your fingertips. Feel free to bend the knees a little bit. From here, you're going to walk your hands forward. Let's go ahead and drop the knees, making our way into a quadruped position. And we're going to round the back into cat. And then inhale to extend into cat. So flexing the spine and extending the spine. 2 more here. Let's go ahead and bring our spines back to neutral. Warming up that shoulder joint. Let's reach that right arm out. Take an inhale, exhale to thread the needle. Inhale to reach, exhale to thread. Last 2, maybe with each repetition reaching up and out a little bit further. Last 1. And thread. Let's go ahead and place that right hand back to the mat. Now the left arm comes out and it threads. Inhale to reach, exhale to thread. 2 more like this. Last 1. Let's go ahead and place that left hand back to its place on the mat. Take an inhale here, exhale, shifting back into child's pose. As you reach those fingertips forward into extended child's pose, the elbows are lifted, you're hollowing out through those armpits. Take 1 more breath here. From here, we're going to shift our hips away from our heels, roll the toes under. Take an inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Let's pedal those heels 1 more time, right and left, right and left. Bring both heels towards your mat. Lifting the hips up higher towards the sky as you're pressing firmly through the palms of your hands. On your next inhale, you're going to come into that plank position. And from here, you're going to come into leg pull. So you're pulsing 1 foot up and then the other. This is your Pilates leg pull down. Keeping that nice long line from the crown of your head to your heels. 1 more on each side. Nice. Now go ahead and drop the knees. We're going to make our way into a seated position. Now moving on to our spine stretch series. We're going to sit up nice and tall up through those sit bones. Our feet are flexed, reaching up through the crown of the head. We're going to bring our arms out in front of us, parallel to the floor. Take an inhale here. Exhale, reach forward and then down. This is your spine stretch forward. Your fingertips are reaching in opposition of your navel. Shoulders stay relaxed. Last 2. Nice. Now moving on to spine stretch side. Let's go ahead and bring our fingertips out to the side. Reset that spine nice and tall. Let's bring the right arm out to the side. Take an inhale, exhale, up and over. That bicep tracks right over the ear. Inhale, center. The left arm comes up and over. We're going up and over in 1 straight line. It's as if our body is in between 2 boards. So keeping that space between the chin and chest. Inhale, center, exhale to flex. One more on each side. Let's go ahead and bring it back to center. Now we're going to come into a wider seated stance here, preparing for the saw. Let's bring our arms out to the side. Take an inhale here. Exhale, twist over to one side with that pinky finger, soft that pinky toe. Come back to center, rotate, and then up and over to the other side. It's 2 little pulses after you rotate. Inhale, center, exhale, rotate, pulse, pulse. Inhale, center, rotate, pulse, pulse. Always coming back to that nice tall seated position through the center. One more on each side. Inhale back to center, relax those arms down by your side. We're going to zip up those legs, preparing for Nandasana, our seated forward fold. Let's go ahead and reach both arms up, forward and out, with those 2 peace fingers grabbing onto those 2 big toes, using those thumbs as thumb caps. With each inhale and exhale, drawing your chin a little closer towards your knees. Feeling some length through that lower spine. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Let's inhale back to that nice tall seated position. We're going to bring our fingertips right behind our glutes to prepare for leg pull up. So keeping it nice and open through the chest, roll those shoulders back. You're going to lift those hips up. And then from here, you're going to pulse one leg up and then the other. As you're moving your legs, you're trying to keep your upper body still. Those hips stay up as high as you can lift them. Abs are tight. One more on each side. Let's go ahead and settle our hips back down onto the mat. We're going to bring our right leg in towards our center line. The left leg comes up and over the knee, coming into our spinal twist here. Let's reach that left arm high to the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, come up and over. Use that hand as a kickstand to lift your spine even taller. Maybe with that right elbow, you can press in that thigh. With each inhale and exhale, bringing that gaze a little further over that right shoulder or left shoulder. Two more breaths. Let's go ahead and slowly unwind. We're going to bring our legs back out in front of us, preparing for boat pose. Let's go ahead and bring both arms out to this in front of us in parallel. We're going to shift our heels in towards our center line. I'm actually going to move so that you can see my form from the side. You're going to lift one leg up and then the other. Hold it here. If you want an extra added challenge, go ahead and stretch both legs long. Reach your arms up towards your feet. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring your feet back onto your mat. Now coming into spine twist on the other side. You're going to bring your left leg in towards your center line. You're going to bring that right leg up and over. Find both sits bones onto your mat. Reach that right arm up towards the sky. Bring it up and over. Use it as a kickstand to lift your spine even taller. Maybe with that elbow you can press in that thigh. Let's hold for 3 breaths here. On your next inhale, let's bring it back to center. Slowly unwind, preparing for big toe wide boat. So we're in a pretty wide stance here. We're going to get those two piece fingers to grab onto those two big toes. And then you're going to extend both legs out. The spine stays long, the chest is lifted. A little modification would be to just hold on to the backs of the thighs. You're good here as well. Let's hold for 3 more breaths. Bring our legs together and then float those legs back onto your mat. We're going to make our way down on our backs. Sitting up nice and tall up through the sit bones. We're going to do a slow roll down here. So sitting up nice and tall to start. We're going to draw the abs in, tuck the tailbone under, roll down bone by bone. The head lands last. Let's go ahead and stretch both legs long. Flex the feet. We're going to come into our Pilates roll up. Let's reach both arms up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale to reach the arms overhead. Exhale, come up and over, reaching for those toes. Inhale to stack the spine through the center and roll on down again. We're going to do this 2 more times. Inhale. Reach up and over. If you get a little sticky on your way down, you can bend the knees towards the center line, and then you can use a little momentum to roll up and then head for the feet. 1 more time. And we're going to stay up here in our seated position. We're going to bend both knees, preparing for our ab series of 5. So our hands are at our shins, elbows are wide. We're going to balance on our sit bones. We're going to keep the right leg in, stretch the left leg long, and then with control, tuck in those abs and roll on down. And then switch the leg. Stretch the opposite leg long. Use that breath. This is your single leg stretch. 1 more on each side. Keep both knees in, both hands at the shins. Keep that nice tall tight ball to start. Inhale to open, sweep both legs out, and then in. Inhale to open, exhale to draw everything back in. As we're moving the limbs, we're trying to keep that upper body still. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Preparing for single leg stretch. Right leg goes up towards the ceiling. Left leg stretches long. Pulse, pulse, one leg, and then the other. One more on each side. Now go ahead and keep both legs up as straight as you can make them. Hands behind the head, elbows wide in your peripheral vision, and then you're going to lift and lower both legs. Double leg stretch. If your hamstrings are a little bit tight, you can also take a little bend at the knee. Also, if you feel like your back is arching too much, you can shorten the range of motion and take a bend in the knee. Last 2. Let's bring the legs in tabletop position, preparing for crisscross. Inhale through the center, opposite armpit heads for the opposite knee, back to center, and then up and over towards the other side. Inhale center, exhale to rotate. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and roll on up. And then make our way onto our stomachs. All right, making our way onto our stomachs. We're going to start with baby swan, so palms facing down, our forearms are anchored on to our mat. Abs are engaged, also glutes to protect that lower back. You're going to inhale to lift, and then exhale to slowly lower. Inhale to lift, and then exhale to lower. If you'd like to come into a deeper back extension, or that full swan, you're going to slide your hands closer towards your shoulders, and then inhale to lift. And then exhale to lower. Last 2. Last 1. Now moving into leg kicks, coming back onto the forearms. Pulsing one foot in and then the other. Single leg kicks. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's go ahead and stretch both arms long onto the mat, preparing for swimming. You're going to lift the left arm in the right leg, and then the right arm in the left leg. Again, left arm, right leg, right arm, left leg. You can pick up the pace if you like. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. For that extra challenge, keep all limbs floating off the mat and swim for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Let's go ahead and bring those arms down by your side, preparing for Shalabhasana, locust pose. So reaching those arms down by your side, you're going to take an inhale to lift the head, the shoulders, the chest, the arms, the hands, the feet. Reaching those fingertips towards your feet and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and come back down onto our mats. Let's come into a counter pose. Let's do puppy dog pose, just to stretch out the back. Shift those hips up and reach those arms forward. In puppy dog pose, the hips are away from the heels. Let's hold for 3 breaths here. All right, we're going to make our way down onto our backs for one last time. Walk your feet in towards your glutes. Palms down by your side. Coming into a bridge pose, you're going to inhale to lift those hips up. You can keep your palms down on the floor. If you want to come into a shoulder opening, you're going to interlace your grip underneath your torso. Bring those shoulder blades in together. Let's hold for about 3 breaths here. Release your grip and then roll your spine back on down. Let's go ahead and bring the soles of the feet up towards the sky. You're going to hang on to the outside edges of the feet and rock from side to side in happy baby. Massaging that lower back. And now time to come into final savasana here. Let's go ahead and stretch both legs long onto our mats. Palms facing the ceiling. Close your eyes. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. Slow down the breath. Bring the knees to the chest. Roll over to one side. Make your way into a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's bring those palms up towards the sky. Take an inhale to reach both arms up, palms together, hands to heart center. 2 more breaths. Here's wishing you all love, peace, and happiness. Namaste.